Serayah, what are we gonna do? Look at us. Look at this.
I know, it's crazy right now.
I know, but I'm so happy that you made some time to talk with us.
Yes, I've missed you. How are you?
I'm good. The next time, well, who knows when the next time will be. The next time you do come to New York, you have to come and stop by. It's been too long. I think the last time I saw you, it was season 2 of Empire, if I remember. I think so.
So long ago, it's crazy.
It is. I can't believe it. And that's it. It's over. It's done. How do you feel?
I feel great, honestly. I feel like it's such a big accomplishment, and a lot of people, don't get to get, that many seasons and that great of a show and things like that. So I'm just glad to have been a part of it, but I'm super excited for what's next.
Now I don't know how true it is, but there's talks that there might be spinoffs. I'm sure you've probably heard about those too.
Yes, I've heard about that. I don't know too much information, but I do know it may include Bossy Media, the new storyline. It may include Taraji. I'm not really sure.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm not mad at that. So did you guys have to shut down early from filming the final season because of COVID-19?
Yeah, so we did. So in Chicago, it's called CineSpace, is like the studio that we shoot at. And I think from a different show, a producer had got corona. And then from then on, they stopped production like mid episode when we were filming the second to last episode. So we had to all just leave, and everyone kind of just trickled off into their own, wherever they're from and things like that. And that was the end.
Oh, when you first heard about COVID-19 and you were learning about it, did you think it was going to impact us this way?
I didn't think that it was to be honest, I did not think that it was going to be this extensive. Like I thought, yeah, because work, like at first, when we first stopped filming, they were like, give us 2 weeks. We're, just going to let this pass or whatever. And then that turned into, 30 days, and then 30 days was up, and it was like, a couple more weeks. And now here we are, like it just keeps extending. And so every time I think that we're going to be back, we're not.
No, it's like there aren't enough answers, and it's like we're waiting on the health experts to tell us, and it's so much information nonstop. It gets exhausting at times, you know what I mean? How are you keeping yourself busy right now?
Honestly, just making music and reading, and I just like made my website, like rebooted my whole website. I've been trying to do some productive things, honestly, but it's hard because there's so many hours in the day, and it just ends up, kind of being the same after a while.
I was on your page, and you posted a lot of your routine, your beauty routines, and what you do. I like it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I've been just trying to come up with the content ideas and releasing music and all that.
Let's talk about Never Be the Same. Yes. I know you are so happy for this because, even when I spoke to you years ago, the excitement of you creating your own music,
right?
It's just there. And here you are doing it the way you want to do it. Tell me about the song.
Well, Never Be the Same is really just like one of those songs where whatever situation or like binding situation you're in, whether it's someone expecting you or people expecting you to be a certain way or to act a certain way because you're a woman, or you just want to break away from some type of stereotype. That's kind of like where it came from. And for me, it's just breaking into like myself and letting everyone kind of just see more of Serayah's story. Because like we know Tiana, right, from Empire.
Right.
So my whole thing for my music right now is creating that, or not even creating it because I am who I am, but letting everyone else know who I am. And I think that's a big part of that transition, from TV to like, coming into the music industry and things like that. And that's kind of like what Never Be the Same is about.
What has been the hardest part about the transition? Do you feel that people are still looking at you as Well, I mean, Empire just wrapped, but do you feel
Yeah.
like people are still stuck on Tiana and they're not realizing that Serayah is an artist of her own, or what would you say has been the toughest part?
Actually, in music, I've been feeling like people are starting to like go back to my old music, some things that I've already released, and they're
Right.
like, oh wow, like I really love your music. I love what you're talking about. Which is awesome. But for acting, I think it's still that way. I do think that Tiana is such a character,
Mm-hmm.
and she's a pop star and everything like that. I think sometimes it's hard for them to see me stripped down and like not that way.
Right.
So definitely working on that in the acting realm.
Oh, for sure. And now the video for it. Okay. So was this coronavirus COVID-19 era, and or who came up with the concept? Because I figured it was because of the coronavirus. It felt like you guys wanted to do so much but couldn't.
Hello. Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it was. It was like, okay, the song is still coming out,
Right.
but how do we make people like, I mean, the song is upbeat, it's up tempo,
Right.
cool, it's fun anyways. But during this time, we were like, how do we just lighten the mood a little bit? And
Right.
these are things that that's my sister who's on the track, and some of my other family that's here, and we're just like, we just want to make it fun and
Right.
take some of the pressure off of what's going on. So we were like, we went to the dollar store, we got like all these little water guns, and we were like, oh, we should wear gloves, and like
Right.
and we're using my hot tub and everything, and I'm like, I just want this to feel like a nostalgic, like I get around vibe, quarantine style. So that's all we just used what we had.
Right. And you know what? I feel like that's just how you have to do it now. Because if you keep waiting to figure out when COVID-19 is going away, and who knows, that's exactly what we're talking about. You just have to keep moving forward, which, I mean, for all of us, look how we're doing interviews.
Seriously,
how
I'm like,
we usually do. Look at us.
Is this about to be like,
is this it? Is this the future?
It's scary.
It is. Did you run into anybody while you were filming the video? Were you worried, like, okay, where are our masks? What's going on? Let's go out fast and let's get back in the car. Were you concerned at all?
Definitely when we went to the store. But when we were filming, there's like, at that time, a couple of weeks ago, there wasn't that many people on the street. So we were just like making loops and just doing it. And the hot tub was here at the house. So we were pretty much quarantined while doing it.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Now, the entire project, the EP, which is called Ray, your nickname. Am I understanding? That's correct, right? Your nickname. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and you never told me this. That was your nickname before.
Yeah.
I feel hurt.
Either Ray or Ray. Some people double it up. Some people just say Ray.
Got it. And so now this EP is going to be still coming out in June as scheduled.
Right.
Okay, I like this energy. Okay, so what can we expect off of it?
I've been in this real vibe of like, I've been in this R&B vibe. Yeah, and not only R&B, but just like classic R&B vibe. So I've been really trying to study like just the song making process, and from the sounds to to the kick, to the drum, to the snare, like really going in. So I think it's going to be a mix of like Never Be the Same, like more rhythmic R&B, and then there's going to be some classic joints on there where you're like, I feel like this is a song from the 90s. Yeah. And it's on purpose because that's just what I'm really loving right now. That's my pocket. And so I'm like, hey, this is what it is.
Yes.
And I'm excited.
Did you watch Teddy Riley and Babyface?
Oh my gosh, of course.
I was so happy.
Me too.
I was bouncing back and forth from both of them, like especially when the internet connection was going out.
Yeah.
Okay, on Teddy's page. Okay, wait, let's go run over to Babyface's page.
Yeah, let's figure this out.
Yeah. Well, who do you want to see next on IG? And I don't necessarily call them a battle because I just feel like everyone's been showing each other so much love during these musical sessions. Yeah. Who would you want to see, play music back and forth with?
Ooh, we've been talking about this.
Who are your top? Who are your top twos?
Well, we don't know if it's gonna happen, but we've been talking about artists doing it.
Oh.
And I don't know how artists, feel about jumping into it.
Right.
We definitely want Usher. We definitely want JT. Definitely want Chris.
Now, speaking of Chris, we saw you in his video.
Yes.
And you talked about working with him years ago, and it happened on Undecided. So how was it?
I did. It was super. It was really, really awesome. Like, I could tell that he was a cool guy, but like when you actually get behind closed doors, that's when
Right.
You can really see how they are. And he really is. Like, he felt like a homeboy that I've known for a long time.
Right away, when I was like, oh, she literally talked this into existence. I remember it.
So basically some people from his team hit me up. I think his stylist EJ hit me up, and then someone else from his team had already hit up my publicist or something like that. And then they were like, it was like during Christmas break when like we break for a month during like shooting, and I had just literally like went to go visit my dad and in Washington, and I got the call, and they were like, well, he's trying to do it in like the next 2 to 3 days. Like, rehearsal starts in like 2 days. And I was like, I mean, I'm only in Seattle. I can just come back.
Right.
So I flew back to LA, and we did 2 days rehearsal, and then we shot on the third day.
That was just in 2 days? Oh, goodness. Yeah, see.
Crazy.
You're good. It just looked like, obviously, I'm sure you heard the feedback. It just looked like it was substantially more work than just 2 days worth of rehearsal.
Well, I guess that's what, working with Chris and his vision, and I'm sure he's done it 1,000 times. So I know from watching him, like, he is telling the director what angles to get. He's behind the camera, then he comes back and he starts dancing. Like, he's involved in the whole thing, and I learned so much from that. But then honestly, his whole team is like, even the dancers, they're like, homie. Like, they're so homie. I was in there like, okay, I don't know what to expect.
They're on.
Rehearsal. This is Chris Brown's rehearsal. Like, everybody was like, what's up? Like, it was real. It was real. I was like, oh, okay, I can relax.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Because when you like someone's music and you appreciate their art, and then you meet them and they're just as cool, it makes the experience substantially better.
Right.
I'm sure you've been in the, you've been in a game to see people maybe not act that way, and you're just kind of like, that's a disappointment, but it is what it is. For sure. You know what I mean? Oh, this is exciting. So was there any talks about you and him working on music together or anything like that?
You know what? He played me some records. He played some new records that like are still coming out, I think. But I mean, I would love to, honestly. I think that would probably be like the next thing that should happen. So I think that's for sure in the works soon.
Top 3 people that you have to work with, hope to, your bucket list. Who would they be? I feel like you've had to have thought of this.
I have. The Dream. Neo.
Oh, good one.
And artist. Definitely Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great picks. Great picks. When it comes to creating music and acting, I know it's going to be hard because you love both of them, but which one do you feel, you cannot live without?
Music.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're such an artist. You know what? I think you said the same thing to me years ago, and I was just trying to see if you're going to switch it up on us. Nope, still music.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could have your dream role, what would that role look like, and who would you want to be co-starring with?
Ooh.
I know you had to think of this one too.
Definitely some type of action packed film where I get to like go into training how to kick somebody's ass. Definitely, and I want to do my own stunts. Like that's already figured out in my mind. My co-star? Oh man.
Anyone that you've been dreaming about working with?
I definitely would love to be in a film with, I don't know if this would be the same film, but I definitely would love to be in a film with some OGs like Julia Roberts.
Oh,
Just on some drama, like,
yeah.
you know, who are some other ones that I really,
That was a good one.
yeah, she's just, she's so versatile and like,
Yeah.
she can do pretty much everything. I think that would be a person that I would really be in a room and like, I just watch. I know I'm supposed to be at home, but I just want to watch her sing real quick.
Oh yeah. No, she is that. Like her, Meryl Streep, of course. Like you're just
Hands down.
I mean, I'm trying to think. There's so many just great entertainers. But when you think of just acting, Viola Davis.
You know
what I mean? Like
Kerry Washington.
Yes.
I'd love to be in a project with her. Oh my God. I could play like daughter or something in college.
Yeah. Just anything.
Anything.
Put me in there.
Yes.
I want to talk to you about you being a part of your mom's charity. I was reading up about it, which is amazing, the work that they do, and it's called Our Deserving Love. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so Our Deserving Love is a foundation, a nonprofit foundation that basically helps and aids single family homes, single parent homes, whether that's a man or a woman. We're still growing. So at this point, we love to volunteer our time to other causes as well as like homelessness, that we've done that before. But a big thing of what it is basically helping with needs that are like in the home, right? So like transportation, we ended up getting like MARTA cards. We figured out, you know, we went around and met with a lot of people, but we got these MARTA cards that have like a certain amount of money on them. So we're giving those out. You know, laundromat, we made a deal with a certain laundromat in the area that was going to let like people have like $30 worth of laundry. Whether that's like a special case that they needed something like a light bill or something like that we could help them with.
Love this.
Whether that we built up some relationships with therapists as well, because we noticed that was a big thing, domestic violence in the home. So we referred some people out for free therapy for them and their child or children.
I love this.
Thank you. Yeah, so we want to come up with so many things and team up with other nonprofits as we grow and figure out different things, but that's basically what our vision is. And one day we want to be able to have a complex where we're able to house people that need it.
It will happen. Just like you told me years ago, some of your dreams that you wanted to accomplish and you did, I 100% believe that will come true. And just hearing that made me really happy, just because, you know, you don't have to, but you want to. And it just shows it's part of not just you or, oh, I'm just going to do this just to do it. It's like your mom. This is like, it's your mom. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can tell it's like just ingrained in you, which I'm really, really excited about.
Thank you.
What's the best piece of advice? I'm sure your mom's giving you so much, but seeing you in this industry, of course, concerns all the time, because that's what moms and, you know, parents do. Yeah. What would you say has been a very important piece of advice she's given you?
Oh, yeah, so much advice. Let's see, what's the main? I think just remain who you are.
Right.
And that just speaks to me specifically and, you know, my personality. I'm so giving and loving and all these kind of things, but just, you know, remain who you are through all situations, through all types of people, because all the run-ins aren't going to be positive. But just remaining who you are helps you keep a bit of your own sanity before and after any situation. I think that was a big one for me, because if I'm able to be in a situation where I'm not necessarily liking it, or I'm not necessarily liking who I'm working with or anything, etc., I'm able to still be who I am,
right,
and keep it pushing and, you know, do what I have to do and things like that. So I think that was a big one, because our industry is it's so tricky, because it's so personal, but then it's also so business.
Yes.
So it's not only business, it's actual like personal relationships and building friendships, but then there's business. So it makes things weird. So there is that, like, we have to all go through that. I'm sure you have. And, you know, I think that was the main thing that I've carried with me throughout.
Oh yeah, and it's gonna help you have that thick skin for the rest of your life, especially in what you do, you know? What would you say has been the biggest misunderstanding about Serayah?
I don't think people know too much, but I do think people think I'm like put together, or like they don't I don't know. They don't put struggle and Serayah together, but I'm like, I was just homeless before I booked Empire. Like, that was my whole childhood, like, you know, in and out of struggling and figuring out situations, not myself, but my parents. And, you know, I think that, I think my education, my mom, my family, they didn't let up on me. And I think maybe that's why I present myself the way I do. But I do have a story. I do come from humble beginnings. Trust me. And, you know, I think that's a big misconception. I've been finding out when I talk to people, they're like, oh, wow, I would have never guessed. I thought you've been rich your whole life or something. I'm like, what? No. Why do you think that?
Strange assumption.
Right. Like, I don't know. I don't know why, but yeah, I guess that's one.
Unfortunately, I think people have this tainted idea that what you post on the internet is your life 24/7. And it's like, no, that was one day out of that year that I did that one cool event. And then the rest of the days, it might've been tough for me.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so true. That's a very good point.
Hopefully, I think in time, as we're all on it, people start to realize that. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, and a part of for me is letting my fans or people in general in.
Right.
And that's why in my music, I, you know, over the past couple of years of just doing music and writing and things like that, figuring out my story, what I want to tell. Those are part of things that I want to start to be transparent about. I don't think people know this, and I can't expect them to either. So what I'm comfortable with telling, I will tell.
I wanted to know that. I wanted to know how vulnerable you're going to be.
Yeah, well, working on vulnerability. But no, yeah, it's definitely going to get there in the project. There's a song called POV, and obviously that's my point of view. And just things that I've gone through over the past couple years, just adjusting to fame, and not just me in money, but not just me, but my family and my friends that aren't my friends anymore, and things like that. So telling the story.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Lots of changes.
Yeah. Because sometimes when people are used to you being the broke one, and then you like, it's a weird transition.
How do you grow with someone? And then what signs do you look for to say, I can't grow with you anymore? Because I do think that is something everybody goes through, to grow with someone or not to.
Well, I think that certain situations start to happen, and I think it just comes to a point where you have to choose, like that was the last straw type of thing. Like what you're saying, like, okay, now you made me come to this place where I'm like, I don't think that we're on the same page anymore. And it just comes down to that. I think, unfortunately, life is just like, you have to live it and figure it out. But it definitely comes to a point where something has happened, or there's a repetitive situation, and you're like, look, like, I don't know what's going on, but it's not going to work.
The but is the indicator, but this isn't going to work anymore. What would you say has been one of your biggest growth? Like, was there anything that happened that you learned from, and you're just like, okay, I learned from that? It could have been a business deal. It could have been a relationship, a friendship, an experience that you went through, and you're just like, I learned from this, and I'm going to grow from this.
Yeah. Oh my God, there's too many that I've learned from. mean, definitely dating, right? I think that
yes.
it's a hard one. It's a hard one because sometimes when you try to talk to your girlfriends, all girls don't think the same. Like we do, but we don't.
Right. We do.
Sometimes it can hurt you and sometimes it can help you. You just never know. You got to talk to that one girlfriend that you like, okay, I know I'm going to get some honest answers, non-biased opinion. But definitely dating and like what I like, what I don't like, what I'll stand for, what I won't, what I'm willing to go through. And especially when you're dating successful men, because I feel like they hang that over your head. And I don't like that.
No. That's growth though, Serayah. That's growth to see what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah, because
You know what? Something's a little different with you from the last time I saw you. You're in a relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. How's it going?
It's going great, honestly. I still get a little sweaty and like butterflies when people talk about it because I'm not used to, publicly dating anyone, I guess. Right. But but it's going good.
Yeah, you enjoying it?
I am. We're easygoing pretty much, and when I don't know, I'm looking at him. He's literally right here. But I'm like, someone just asked me that, and I was like, I don't know. I think maybe we just like he'll be upstairs, I'll be down here, just space. I don't know. It's cool right now.
And you know what? That's the best feeling when you don't have to do too much and you're just enjoying each other's company. It's like, it's cool. We're here. We exist and it's nice.
And it's nice. And I think a big part of it too is just being 100% straight up. And that's kind of like how we started.
Which is the best way. And you guys are quarantined together.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys gone on each other's nerves yet? Are you at that point?
Maybe like one time, yeah.
Clean up your dish.
Oh yeah, he asked me before. Yeah, he was like, "Hey, you getting tired of me yet?" I was like, "No, you're fine.
You're good. Just go in another room sometime."
Yeah, you're good. Just bye. All right.
Who's doing the cooking? Are you cooking? Is he cooking?
I have been cooking. Oh my gosh. And you know what? Because I'm not just like some great, crazy cook, but I think I've been chefing up a little bit. I've been learning, shocking myself. I have more than just me and him to test it. So
good.
I think I've had some honest answers around here and people are liking it.
What's been the best dish everyone's been liking so far?
I did this little Indian curry vibe, like chicken and veggies over rice, but like curry sauce.
And how was it? Delicious?
Which was different for me because,
right.
Indian food,
And you're not even cooking. So you're not a cook.
Yeah, I'm not a chef.
Yes.
But it's so good. It's so good. It was really good.
Okay. Learn how to cook. You got music coming out. You got your beauty routine happening. Your man is good with you. He's not on your nerves right now. This is good.
Everything's going well.
Everything's blessed. This is great. Serayah, don't let it be this long again. From the next time we talk, anytime you want to check in, let us know. I mean, literally, just let us know. I'm really, really proud of you. Congratulations on everything. I can't wait to see everything that comes after this point because I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
Thank you so much. It's always good to see you.
Good to see you. Say hi to everyone, okay? And stay safe.
Okay, I will. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.